I cannot accept some sort of co-authorship in association with the written materials in the actual training that Lily did, any more than Lily can accept co-authorship on the actual emergency database, as well as the processes by which they were attempting to integrate the call down list structure or implementation. We were not informed that both of us were working together on a joint project where we had different assignments and that our different assignments were going to be integrated into each other and that it may actually entail some form of cybernetic enhancement and or connection with legacies to which both of us or independent of each other were beneficiaries and hence might be drawing on legacy technology with which each of us were associated. We also were not informed that emergency preparedness paradigm was being done jointly in connection with other countries, i.e., China, i.e., December of 2016, when some bill collector is talking about some loan that apparently doesn't exist because they only talk about it long enough to make a benchmark to float something for a big deal elsewhere. But you can't get verification on the information. And China is evacuating millions of people within 24 hours in a demonstration of the exact kind paradigm that had been developed in San Francisco, while everybody in the United States has no idea what to do in an emergency. How is it that China was able to take the efforts of people that were working on emergency preparedness and prevention paradigms up in 2013 and apply it to literally successfully evacuate millions of its own people during a major smog event, and nobody here can figure out how to fucking pull out a battery operated light lantern or light some fucking candles and put a couple blankets on when there's a cold snap. I'm just asking. So I can't take any co-authorship in that any more or less than she can, and we were not informed of what it was. Do you understand? And that's how ridiculous this is. Now, if there's supposed to be some sort of obligation that is alleged to be connected to me in connection with China, including based upon student loans, well, that was not appropriate. That would not have even qualified. What would have qualified would have been the legal work I've been doing in the last couple of years, where based upon the fact that I was able to get a civil service job with the city and county of San Francisco, as opposed to being laundered through a third party contractor for which there's no record anymore, that I followed through on maintaining an understanding of policy and regulation around public health and public health safety, which would have an impact on all kinds of other paradigms, up to and including a national defense paradigm, including one that may reference elements of its information or electronic warfare paradigm, and how public health intersects with that, including surveillance and biometric accounts. Oh, shit. Yeah, see, that would have been an honoring of the obligation. But to try to put me on drugs and let somebody else subliminally program me to create a database that, by the way, was not even that proficient. And then try to say, well, this will cover it because we want to give China a cheap product. Fuck you. I fulfilled my obligation, even though I wasn't told about it. But I'm not accepting your bullshit attempt to downgrade the fucking standard so that you can say, well, I mean, all that they were able to provide us with was subpar quality.